Hello everyone, Burb here. Just a scratchpad video for you today. If you don't know what that is, that's the theme that you're looking at right now. I reserved this PowerPoint template for the topics that I find are very important that I get off my chest, but I think the standard structure of a video would harm the final point. And so this just allows me to speak freely. It's my most free form of videos. I do structure them by just like putting my bullet points on the various different slides, but after that, you're in for possibly a little bit more rambly video than normal. Today I'll be talking about variety and burnout, which is something I think a lot of people have been feeling, especially with the new scenario. I kind of know that because if I make a video about Trackblazer, it does not do the greatest amount, but if I go and do anything about Grand Live, the views just immediately 1 of 10. So I think a lot of people are burned out about Trackblazer. And I will be offering some solutions to that. Realistically, you're your own person in this one, but I'm an engineer, so I have to at least propose solutions for discussion. That's kind of in my blood, to be honest. So I know a lot of people are frustrated at Trackblazer because, hey, we've been playing it for quite a while, and honestly, it's an incredibly repetitive and pretty much well-optimized scenario that requires the same core gameplay loop over and over and over again, and deviating from it a lot of times just makes your runs a lot less efficient, and you get worse results for it. It's also one that has an immense time investment of up to an hour per run, so it's really tough for a lot of people, and I think that's what's caused a lot of the burnout that we have. And everyone's kind of looking forward to Grand Live, which does solve the large time investment sort of problem because we're going to be re-rolling the bad runs, and then the good runs we're going to have still only go and last about 25 to 30 minutes at most, rather than what we're doing now, which is like 45 to 50 minutes. But Trackblazer is still going to exist, and I know some people are groaning at that point. But I'm here to say that we're going to have the same problems with Grand Live. People are going to play it, and then they're going to eventually burn out of that too if they're that type of person. And I think that the fact that we still play Trackblazer a little bit is going to really solve the other problem that this game kind of has, and that it's just an incredibly repetitive game because this was meant to originally just be a visual novel game about training Umas. The core gameplay loop is going to be very repetitive no matter what we do. And so the fact that we have two different scenarios, one that you use for parent farming and one that we use for actually building aces or just playing the game normally because it's brand new and fresh, I think that will be a benefit more than anything else. That's kind of not really the point of this video. The point of this video was kind of a response to the fan video, which has gotten, very polarizing reactions. And the inspiration behind this video is that a lot of the comments on that video is just comments saying, this is what man does to people. I'm burnt out. I don't have any more ideas. I forgot the date. It wasn't April 1st. This was one of the most fun videos that I've ever made. I'm going to be honest. And nobody watched it, which is fine. It's just, this was not the reason why I made that video. And it kind of taps into something that's really important to do in general in life, of course, but also in Uma Musume, in that, hey, it's important to do things that are different. You don't have to be 100% serious all the time. And so I've offered a bunch of solutions to kind of help you out with burnout. I guess in Grand Live in the future is more like it, because I think a lot of people are already past the point of burnout for Trackblazer. But when you're going and doing a run, you always have some sort of endpoint, whether it is just watching the story or learning the mechanics of the scenario or building a parent, etc., etc. There's so many different goals, and the game tried to make it so that your goal is continuously changing through the use of champions meetings and all the different events in the game and team trials and clan leaderboards and stuff like that. There's so many different things that allow you to have different goals in this game, but champions meetings were meant to be that monthly thing to shift your focus because you are trying to go and solve a different puzzle, and that you need to get lucky enough by picking the correct skills to go and make your Umas succeed on a specific track in which your previous characters weren't really able to do. The problem recently in Trackblazer and such is that, I mean, first of all, that like these characters keep popping up as being the top meta, and there's no like shifting of this meta. It seems like at the top there is like 3 or 4 characters that you can run in every single champions meeting that you're continuously having to run, and you can run some of these without having to modify them at all. So I think the original goal of these champions meetings to change your goal and make you go from scratch and just kind of change your mindset a little bit over time to, you know, hit those neural pathways, I don't know, hit the neurons to say I'm trying something brand new now that's novel, has sort of been lost the more medium CMs that we've been doing in Trackblazer, because we're kind of playing the same game over and over again. And that's really what's been causing a lot of this burnout in terms of champions meeting. If you don't care about CMs, then it's just like the events are just, hey, play this game, and a lot of them don't have enough time for you to nicely go and finish these events without having to stress yourself out by playing 5 or 6 Trackblazer runs a day to get there. Realistically, there is a lot of different goals that you can do, and some of them are in the game, and some of them you kind of have to contrive. And my suggestion is to go and even artificially try changing your actual goal. Like, if you have been just trying to build CM aces the past week, try a team trials run where you go and you race 40 to 50 times. You can look up a guide there. I have not made one of those. Try to go and make a team trials guide, team trials character. Go and play on Siacord or Raycord a 5v5 draft. It's a completely different world over there. Try to make a parent. Just do a pure parent run. You know you're not going to have an ace from this. Try to make a parent and see what you get. And that may go and make it so you have something new that you haven't done before. There's so many different things in this game you can go and choose that. And swapping it out every once in a while, I think, helps against that burnout. That's what I said. The second thing is community. I think this is probably the most important thing for burnout, because honestly, if I wasn't in this position where I'm like, people are watching guides that I enjoy and I've been able to go and integrate myself in various communities, I probably would not be playing the game nearly as much as I do. Honestly, this is part of it is the YouTube, and part of it is the fact that I'm kind of integrated a bunch of different communities. And it's not just my own personal Discord. Like I said, like you saw in some previous videos, that was been a rather large hassle for me because I'm not really that type of person to be a good community manager. It's been like every other Discord that exists. Like, you don't have to just go to Burbcord. I mean, your 5v5 Discords are Siacord and Raycord right now. You can go and just pick your favorite streamer and go and join their Discord, and you're going to find a bunch of like-minded individuals that play Uma Musume, assuming your favorite streamer is an Uma Musume streamer. And from there, it's not just the 5v5. Just remember that, I forgot that point. An example is just like parent farming. Something as menial as parent farming becomes a lot nicer and easier when you're sharing it with people, because when you go and you hit something and you hit something really nice and it doesn't get Uma stand, you can go and share that with people and be like, oh, I was this close, and then you realize there's a Pace Chaser Spark, so you really are happy you didn't hit it, because then you have to loop with it. Or when you get Guts 1, then people can go and share and empathize with you, and that's what makes it feel good. I talked about in the previous video, that's the point I skipped, is that the friend exception applies to any game, is that quality hours with friends are all hours that you do, unless you have bad friends, I guess. But if you're playing a game with a friend, it's usually very easy and has a low bearing to actually be fun. And if you're able to do that with a game like Uma Musume, which is free to play, a lot of times you're going to get quite a good number of quality hours by just sharing your experiences, because people have the same experiences as you do. And that form of community helps it so that you don't get burned out as easily, because you're not just playing a visual novel game where you're training Umas and then you're throwing them against a bunch of CPU players that are fighting you, because there's not really much interaction inside this game. Your CM results you can go and share with people. They can share with you. You guys can go and basically share your same experiences, and you can make friends. I don't know how else to put it. Like I said, this is unscripted, sorry. The third thing is just trying new things in general. Not saying playing the meta is bad, because, the meta changes over time. Those are new characters, but there's so many different cards in the game and trainees in the game. Try a character you haven't trained before, because each of them have their own specific problems. I bet you a lot of people who have played 20% speed characters Try playing someone with 0% speed, 0% power, and some whip bonus. Try playing Biwa Hayahide. It, during the Derby, basically made me learn so much more about this game because we have the very hard situation of how the heck do I get triple 1200 on a character without any speed and power bonus and only wit? Well, it forces you to try new things. Try a build that's only for parents. This is only for parents, but try the solo wit deck. Try the guts build. Try things that make the core gameplay loop altered and different and force you to go and change your mindset. When you're running with the solo wit card, you really have to focus that wit card, even with 20% wit bonus, because you obviously need that wit to exist in the game. This can be a little easier in Grand Live when you're actually training and you can't just be saying, hey, well, I guess she never showed up in the 30 turns that I have to train. Surprisingly enough, the exact opposite, I think, helps as well. And this, I think, is the final point, is routine. I've been saying to try new things. The exact opposite is true as well. Because if you have a simple goal, I'm going to use parent farming because that's what I've been doing recently. If you have a simple goal of make a parent, you can shut your brain off and it will stop a lot of the frustrations because now you have kind of synthesized it down into its base components. I need to make a parent. What do I do for that? Well, I need high affinity. What do I do for that? I go and I need to share races. So all I do is I load up this schedule. Whenever it pops up, I race. I do not think. I check my shop once every turn that I'm not racing. I have my schedule. I race. And then if that's really boring to you, which I suspect if you're a normal person, it is, distract yourself using something else. Watch a YouTube video. Go for a walk and play on your phone. That's what I said. Watch a YouTube video, go to walk, stick to your schedule, just go and play Track Blazer with your brain turned off and parent farm. And I think you'll find that, yes, it's a little boring at times, but you won't get frustrated because you have a singular goal that you are just going and making sure you're doing your borrows to try to progress your account in the future. And those little dopamine hits at the parents at the end when you do finally hit, you can get frustrated if you miss, but that's still going to give you that high you need to keep playing the game. And the reason why you play the game is for enjoyment. And then you don't get frustrated during the run because you're only thinking about one specific thing that does not require your brain at all. If you're going to watch a YouTube video, try to watch the fan video. The last thing is a little tough to say. But honestly, be careful if your Fumu is your only game that you play. I know multiple gacha games is very, very expensive, but try to do at least other things in your life. If you're going and only and playing one game your entire time, and like I said in the previous videos, if you're going and grabbing validation from a video game, it is very destructive and it can consume you. So I personally suggest if you enjoy video games, I'm sure there's at least something else out there that you can go and mesh in when you are getting frustrated with this game, even if it is your main game. I find the longer I play the games and the more I know, the more frustrated I get over time with them. And how I break that mold is I go and I play other stuff, and then I go and become quote unquote more casual in the original games. But because of that, I'm able to think more and I end up becoming a lot better at my original game. Playing other video games has calmed me down a lot, and basically, even you've seen in the past stream, just doing a random medium long run with Ticket gave me an ace that worked out in one run after I'd been trying for a week to do it after just bashing my head against a wall trying to build my other two aces. If the game that you enjoy and love is turning into the job that you dread, you probably should incorporate other things in your life, even if it is just another video game, because this fun game that's meant to be fun is not supposed to be a job. If you're not enjoying the game, why are you playing it, right? And so one of the ways that I've been doing it, and I've not been the only person that's done this on the UmaTubes, Ray's doing it with Fire Emblem Three Houses, is I'm just going and playing Elden Ring. I like Elden Ring. I played it once on release. I've been enjoying it now because I've forgotten a lot of stuff with it. And yes, no one's really watching it, but hey, it's a good reset for me. If you haven't figured it out, it's kind of just a hangout time and a question and answer time. You can go in there and ask me Uma questions. I don't care. It's just a way for me not to have to play Uma Musume 24/7. And I started streaming it, and a couple people actually really like it. So now I kind of feel obligated to stream the whole playthrough as I'm doing it. But it's a good break from the mold. So, oh yeah, there's another point here. If you don't believe me, I think innately this may be a little bit too philosophical. There's a natural pull that we have towards contrast or trying new experiences or what we would call a creative endeavor. I think in artists, it's always the annoying thing that like the artist wants to do what he wants to do, but that's not what people want him to do. There's a natural pull inside of all of us that are like, we want to do the things that we like doing and then go and expand out that from there. Not explaining this well, but think of it this way. As the Borb Council knows, I'm like an okay cook that knows how to make good flavors. The first time you go and you have anything, let's say chocolate, for example, it is the most flavorful bite. But then as you go and you have that second and third and fourth and fifth bite, it gets more and more dull. That first bite of chocolate, you probably have a physical reaction in your mouth. And then as it goes on, your body acclimates to that flavor. And that is why a lot of times you have foods that are salty and sweet. And rotating between the two can make it one so that you enjoy that food more. And that is a very common thing that people do in restaurants and stuff. And I guess your own cooking, you can take it. That mixing up the different flavors is generally, if you can make different components with contrast, it makes your overall dish much more flavorful. Not a health expert, but also incorporating fun-sized candies was a really good way that I lost like 10 to 20 pounds because I still got that little sweetness that I really wanted to, but honestly, 80% of the actual enjoyment of a chocolate bar is in that first bite anyway. So just making it a smaller bar made it so that, hey, I was still getting an experience that I liked without having to spend, basically 250, 300 calories of my entire budget on a full chocolate bar. And so that's what leads me to making these videos. Like, I had this thought originally when the Blow My Gale came out, when it was like, hey, how strong would that fan be? And then it was kind of a meme, and then I realized there's like things in it that I could lead to it. And that was one of the most fun videos that I made. And I did it to break the mold of, hey, I've been doing CM guides for a while, and I have not been really mixing it up. And it's been starting to get a little monotonous. So I go and I throw this video out there, and yeah, it's only 3.7k views, lobster too buttery, but it did have greater value than that. And also it had the highest per capita like ratio of any video. So I know there's a lot of people out there that really like it. It's just YouTube heavily punishes this type of behavior. YouTube really just wants me to go and do what I have been like assigned to do in the YouTube space, which is CM guides, and that's it basically, let's be honest. And yes, it wasn't an April Fool's video, but if you limit your fun to one day of the year, you have 364 days of not having fun. So it's not an April Fool's video. And knowers know that, yes, I've made a lot of CM guides, but even here there was a little fun thing with Ray that we did in the draft. And that I've been kind of doing this for quite a while before the fan video. And only one of these was an April Fool's video. So let's alleviate some stress here. This is the channel update. We're done talking about Uma. Am I going to be a variety streamer or a variety YouTuber? Do I plan on picking up any other game? Unequivocally, no. Do not worry. I'm still a Uma tuber. I'm still doing what I've been assigned to do because that's what the audience demands, right? That's fine. I'm happy to make Uma videos. I enjoy making Uma videos. However, I've named this, I guess, YouTube channel out of my namesake. It's not Burb CM Guides. It's Light Burb. That's the moniker I've had on this channel for 13 years before I even made videos. So if a video comes up that you don't enjoy, just feel free not to watch it. It's fine. I will survive. YouTube punishes that type of content, but the channel will go on. It is just annoying, but I appreciate the support, but please just watch what you enjoy. Do not feel obligated on watching anything that isn't something that you enjoy, whether it's UMA content or whether it's a stupid video about the fan and figuring out how strong it is. I'm acutely aware that I am here for high effort Uma Musume numbers-based videos. There was a gap in the market when I came in of guide-based YouTubers for Uma Musume that actually went and told you why. That position is slowly getting filled up, which is a good thing because people are spending more effort on things and making sure things are correct, because I'm the one that makes mistakes and takes the heat now. But I'm still going to be that type of YouTuber, do not worry. But I need to make sure that I am doing things that I enjoy too in the process of it. So, if you don't know, these videos here, these joke videos, quote unquote, these videos that aren't about CMs and stuff and have like ridiculous amount of editorializing and are really dumb, they are some of the highest effort videos I put onto this channel, which is hilarious. So when I enjoy something, I end up being able to throw a lot of time and effort on things and not have it really affect too much. And yes, I'm streaming Elden Ring right now, but I'm not a good streamer anyways. I stream my CMs and the occasional Uma thing. I don't find myself particularly interesting. I'm not very high energy. I'm not a very good people person. And if I really wanted to be a good streamer, I'd stream on a platform that is actually somewhat discoverable and have an anime avatar with the chat overlay and the subscribe button, and then that would probably yield me better results. But I'm just not that type of person, and you can kind of say the same thing on YouTube. Like, I'm not very good at the YouTube thing, or I don't care enough about it. And it's not virtuous to do that. It's just I'm not that person that's able to keep up with all those trends. If I were, I probably wouldn't do guides, because if you've ever looked at UmaTube, the videos that make views are not guide videos. It's literally anything else. It's all the different Uma Musume casual videos. That's where all the, money is, the views are. And if I were making guides, I'd probably just only do CM overview, just the meta roll, a tier list, and then go and talk about the next scenario while complaining about the current scenario. That's the meta. That's how I would go and generate so many views. And me not doing it, again, is not virtuous. It's that I still think I have stuff to talk about TrackBlazer. I still think that there's value in me talking about all the different roles, even pace chasers in the current CM, for those people who still get there. Good example of this. I didn't even think about this, but the character overviews. Who are the audience for that? It's the people who enjoy watching me and the Yoshi players for that. That is such horrible value in making a video. But I just enjoy doing it because, hey, I had this goal at the start of just making an Uma encyclopedia. And I'm going to go and try to take that to completion best I can until either the channel dies or I am done with making all the characters. That's just a personal goal that I have. Do they get great views? Oh no, they are the worst performing videos that I do. And they have lasting effects. Like, you do a bad video and no one watches it, then YouTube goes and stops suggesting things. And it sucks that that's the way it is, but I set myself to do that. That's why I did an Air Shakur video and it got 1,000 views. And then it took me until, last night's video to get the views back up to, I would say, normal levels. So I appreciate you all if you do enjoy those videos. You are a rare sort if you do. But that's why I do what I do. So I think the plan for the channel is I'm just going to keep doing what I think I'm good at, which is making good videos, allegedly, and, being way too detailed about things that doesn't matter. And after that, if I have a topic, I'll talk about it. And if I want to play Elden Ring, I'm going to stream Elden Ring because some people are enjoying it. And I'm enjoying playing Elden Ring. But this isn't going to make me a variety streamer. I don't think that avenue is open to me. And that's okay. So, to end this, that's been the topic. I hope that has helped. I don't know how it would, but I hope that has helped you. On the topic of being good at things, it's not Elden Ring, but I'm very good at self-deprecation and crying, so I guess I'll end this with a compilation of every single time I've died to Leonin. Granted, I was underleveled, but that took me an hour and a half. So stay if you wish, leave if you don't, but I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Burnout. Why is the rat stronger than half the freaking enemies that I've fought so far? Okay. You are able to be jumped. Not from someone like me, though. Okay. Yep. Alright. Now we're fighting clean slate. We just beat this guy, and we're great. Souls are dead. Nothing to think about. We just fight him. That is a weird timing. This one doesn't seem that bad. It's just you can't roll every attack, and I just die. Alright. Oh my god, your range is massive, man. It's fine. Follow up. Oh. I rolled too early there. Nope. Nope. That's about it's about how I expected it to go, honestly. Nope. Early. Oh, that hit him. You guys sure you want me to parry this? We gotta parry him once. Gotta get one parry. Like, oh, he did the double. Okay. He did the uppercut that time. He just knows what I'm doing. And he does the... Man, that's so fast. That's the uppercut, and that's... We destroyed. Wow. I pressed the button too early, so he read it, and then he just did the follow-up after he was returning to base animation. I should have reacted to him. Oh. That reached. Why did I go for attack? Why am I so bad? Yeah, he followed up. Yep, because I've been running away too much, so he does that one. Okay. That's the chaser. Alright. Man, you are being very annoying. And then now this time you're gonna jump, and then you're gonna immediately follow up because I've been doing that the whole time, and I messed up. Man, I just pressed the jump button. Really? That one reached. And that one, I guess I wasn't mid-roll there. Okay. Turtle, don't worry. We tried parry. I'll do it one time for you, bud, but, You ready? It's crazy. We've been trying to parry for the past like half hour. I deserve that. Man, that one hit me. That's the chaser. I have to roll that. I have to roll that. I have to roll that. But that's better. I'm just... Alright. That's a chaser. That clipped me. Wow. I got baited. You see, like, that's what I've done to, like, counter that move the whole time, but because he's closer and I'm not recognizing it, it's what just kills me. That's why I'm trying to remove that muscle memory. Got that one down. Let's grab this for safety. Yep, got baited. Got baited. Got baited. Got baited. That's fine though. Roll punished. He does the roll punish the one time I roll. That tagged me. Yeah, I lost my eyes to track him. Man, you just do the overhand swing because I go and do a... There we go. Nice. That was a good play by him. It's a trade. So I was like trying to go, and for some reason, when you change direction in this game, you can't roll. My rolls are just not coming out. That clipped me. That clipped me. Reach. The punish, yep. Another one. Another one. Not gonna like, just let me do that. Three. Didn't expect three, did ya? That reached me. That's fine. It's a chip. But I was a little closer than I was. Now you're getting super aggressive because you're low health. Let's get enough mana for the rest of the fight here. That's a good shot. Luckily we still have our health potions. Ah, you got baited. That's fine, we still have one more hit. Oh, okay. Had to go for it. I was here. Guys, it hasn't been that long. I'm not that bad.